I want you guys to be better than I ever was. I've said it plenty of times before. You give me 100%, I give you 200%. You give me 95, guess what? I give you 0. I'll work harder for you than you will work for yourself at being successful. But you're going to have to figure out how and why. Why you're here today, what you're trying to do. Take criticism. Take an ass chewing. If you get your butt chewed out by a manager, suck it up and learn from it. Find your reason, find your why, and you'll find your results. Who all agrees? Only way you guys are going to get anywhere in life. You will never go to another job or another place of employment and have someone that believes in you as much as I do. Yeah, sometimes when you come into my office, I have that look. That looks... Well, what do you say that look is, Owen?
The angry look?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to, it's either two. He's in a good mood or a bad mood.
So turn back around look.
Because I know some of the questions that you guys ask, you already have the answer. You just need reassurance. You know? Or when you ask that question and I give you that look, like, how many times have we went over this? Over and over and over. Have you built a business plan for your career here? Have you figured out what you needed to do? Have you pulled out your tree trunk and drew a line and said, okay, selling cars is my tree trunk. And then you start making branches on how your tree trunk's going to grow. And then every $2,000 you make, or every $500 you make, you put a leaf. And by the end of the year, that whole tree should be full of leaves. Right? Or have you wrote down your bills for the month? And every time you sell a car and you make a $600 commission, boom. Or you make a $100 mini, well, that's half. You sell another one, boom. And you go all the way down the line till your bills are paid. And then you go and see how much you have left. Right? And out of that money, what do you do with that extra money? You paid your bills, what do?
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Buy books. Subscribe to videos. Pay $97 and $200 to watch more training videos. Give to charities. Pay it forward. Advertise yourself. I was looking at Facebook the other day. Mr. Elvis here had a big business card on the side of that atlas. Anybody see it on Facebook? Elvis had his business card on the side of his atlas. When Elvis goes to places, you just pop it on there, drive around. People are going to see it. Street Volkswagen, call Elvis. Right? People are going to know Elvis. Somebody walks in here and goes, I'm here to see James. Somebody's going to know who James is. But when someone says, I'm here to see Elvis, he could be in the back lot and you're going to hear, oh. Right? Make yourself into a character. Elvis. Coach. Coach needs to do something with his character. Have a hat on and a whistle and blowing the whistle or something. People are going to remember that. Bill Have. Find Bill Have on Facebook. Billhav. Dude is crazy. He was a salesman 5 years ago. He didn't even want to be in the car business. He was a salesman. He has a challenge right now. Sell 75 cars in 75 days. He also, him and his fiance opened up a credit repair company in Pennsylvania. And he's been changing people's credit where they can be able to buy a car. And the reason he was doing it, if he helps you get your credit up, you'll buy a car from him. But he has this alter ego. See, the guy wears a suit and a bow tie. His hair's all spiked up. But he has an alter ego called Bella Ruckus. And it's him dressed up as a female. When he loses bets, he has to dress up as Bella Ruckus. And one of the videos, he's dancing to Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. It's funny. But people know who he is. People know who Bill Have is. Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes he was a salesman in St. Augustine, Florida at a Hyundai dealership. And he's walking with his what is the camera thing called? Selfie stick. With sunglasses on. And he would say, "Woo! Sean Hayes here, your car guy in the car business. Facebook, go find my people and drop them on in here." And for 25 minutes, the guy would have his selfie stick walking all around the dealership, car lot, talking to customers. He's not even a manager, and he's talking to customers. He's talking to other salespeople saying, "You need to focus. You need to get your mind right. You need to do this. You need to do that." I had the privilege to meet the guy in Philadelphia, and he's top notch. He got recruited to go work at a dealership in Kentucky, number 2 Chevy dealership in the country, and work under a man named by Glenn Lundy. Now, if you don't know Glenn Lundy's story, he tried to commit suicide. He was homeless. He was at the beach, and he was walking into the ocean to try to drown himself, and he kept being pushed back. He kept coming back to the beach, to shore. And he started to think that God had a different plan for him, that God had a reason for what he needed to do. And granted, I don't go to church all the time, but I do believe in God, okay? It took me a while. But he knew he had a purpose in life. He was the GM of that store. That was number 2 in the nation. He hired Sean Hayes. 6 months, 9 months later, I don't know the time frame, but he left to go out on his own to be a trainer. A sales trainer. He's done a great job of it. Sean Hayes went to Richmond, Virginia, and Sean Hayes is now the general manager of a dealership in Richmond, Virginia. Still does his videos every morning. Glenn Lundy does his videos at 5:30, I believe 5:30 Eastern Time every morning. It's called The Rise and Grind. Guy has so much energy. You'll find him in Auto Dealer University. You'll find the story that I just said about him trying to commit suicide, trying to drown himself in a minute intro. The guy is he would have his sales meetings, Saturday sales meetings, and put it on camera and post it. He would have it on Facebook Live. Those dealer rater reviews that we read off every morning, he would have it on the screen. He would read it out to y'all on the screen. And everybody would cheer and holler and high five. The energy that he brought into the dealership made them sell those cars. He believed in his people. Sean is believing in his people right now, and they're blowing the store out of the water in their sales. Not only on volume, but on gross. Sean went to NADA last couple of weeks ago to Vegas to sharpen his axe, to learn more of his craft. That's what we need to be doing every single day. Glenn Lundy went to a 10X conference with Grant Cardone. He went to that conference to learn. He's a trainer, but he learned more when he went to go learn from Grant Cardone. Sean V. Bradley went to go. There's so many other people that went there. These guys are trainers themselves. They don't know everything. So if you're a veteran car salesman and you're sitting here going, I know how to sell cars. I sell 30 cars a month. Whoa. Yeah. Where are your grosses? Where do you want to be financially? And what are the hours that you're working? Because you can sell cars and make gross at the same time. Guys, last year at this time, new cars was losing about $2,000 a car. Right now, we're losing $17. You don't think I'm not training them too? That I'm not on them? They're buying in because I have proof. Numbers don't lie. You can sell cars and make money at the same time. But don't go right straight to the gross and not listen to the customer and go, hey, what's the car that's making the most? No. If you sell the value of the car, then you'll be selling the value and not the price. If you show the features and benefits and what is your problem and how I can solve it with these features and benefits of the hot buttons that will make you buy this car, that's what will make you money. If you speed through the process, rush them into finance so they can get out so you can go sell another car, you're not making any money. And at the end of the pay period, you're wondering how you're going to pay your bills, right? So think smarter, not harder, and you'll make a lot of money. Right? Any questions?